Greetings, family. The last time we met, we spoke about the 10 fingers. Today, we're going to look at whether you were born winner, you were born loser. But before I start, let me first of all welcome the brothers and sisters who just joined us. It's I'm really happy to have you all here. Probably through them, we might be able to have a lot of people coming. And I would like to say, the page philosophy of what I'm trying to portray to most of you is that there is nothing difficult when you know and understand what is common sense. So I try to use common sense in some of the videos that you might be watching from now and every time. I like using common sense in the sense that these are things that we don't most of the time focus on it, but they play most important roles in our lives. But as time goes on, we will get to know how it goes. Okay. So the big philosophy is we use common sense in finding out the truth of who we are. Now, to understand whether you were born winner or born loser, here we are going to use common sense. That's why I like it. Now, before we can understand whether you were a loser or you were a winner, we have to see how you were made. We trace back from, like me at the moment, the way I look like, I'm a woman, young boy coming down to a child, coming down to a baby. Then from the baby, it goes back when you reverse me back, you get me from the beginning of a semen. So you see that if I'm a semen, that means I was in my father's body. Now, for a man to produce semen, that means he has to duplicate all the cells and the virus and the bacteria, all the germs and everything in the body. He has to duplicate it to produce one semen. So if a man produces sperm, that is over 19 million semen, which are in that particular sperm. Now, if you can cast back our mind to look back at a time when we were semen, we realize that those people that leave our father's loin or balls come down to the earth. They don't come back to come and tell us how the earth looked like. But we all had a feeling of coming down to look at the earth. Why? Because the food that our father was eating, we get part of it. The drinks that he drinks, we get part of it. Then we try to wonder where it is coming from. So it was a wish of everybody to come down to the earth to experience the food, see it, touch it, feel it, and be with it. But the fact is, no one comes back by passing through the pennies to come down to the earth to come and tell us exactly how the earth looks like. So we have no idea. It's the same way when we die or when we rest and they bury us. Nobody come back from the death to come and tell us how that place looks like. Because we know at the end of the day, we all go there. So now let's come back to the time when we were semen. So we see there are times the man releases, soldiers goes out. Then it came down to the time when we have to come. Now, before we can come, there have to be an agreement between the man and the woman, because the man cannot just push us out to go when the place is not prepared. So the woman comes in and there has to be an agreement between the two. This agreement comes at a time when the woman tells the man, okay, I have only one egg that can contain only one semen. You have over 19 semen, which is over 19 million soldiers. So what are we going to do? The man, being a faithful man that loves his sons with equal love, leave it for the seamen to decide. So, okay, guys, we have only one egg. So the person that will enter into that egg, that will have the opportunity to go to the earth. Everybody become excited. You were excited, I was excited, everybody was excited. So it comes down to the time we're all waiting for that day that we have to make that journey. We never know what is ahead of us. We never know how we will be transported down to the earth. But we just have to be ready. So the time came, the shot go. The father gave the order, and we move. The 19 million Siemens, they have to move in the same way. But somewhere along the line, when we get down to the egg, the one that was faster, he entered into the egg. Those that did not have opportunity to go into the egg, you and I cannot become where they are, but we know of a broad way where everybody, the rest of the people, failures, they go. The failures always go on the broad way, whereas the winners always goes through the narrow way. This is something that you have to put at the back of your mind. Now, you look at it, you look at the way you were kept in that egg for 9 months, in the womb for 9 months before you could develop your body. That was a destination. There was a resting place for you to get that energy in order for you to be able to come and face the realities of the earth. Then when you came down to the earth, you have to pass through that narrow way where apart from you, no one else. Not two cannot enter into that particular narrow way to come down to the earth. So you manage to come out of this narrow way, this narrow gate to come to the earth. Then what do you think are you? Naturally, are you a born loser or are you a born winner? Your mind or your brain. I say your brain in the sense that your mind is your brain and your heart. Your brain is a process where words tend to thoughts, and thoughts are processed to be thinking. And from thinking, it goes down to the mind and something comes out. We'll come there. Now, your heart, like when I touch you, you say you feel it. The touch gives you the emotion, and that emotion develops into feelings. And that feelings goes down to the mind. So when the brain and the heart, they meet together in the mind, what comes out is what comes out of our mouth. That becomes our opinion. But unfortunately, most people don't see that thing. Most people uses only the brain by processing the thinking and being intelligent and not have no feelings and no emotions towards humanity. And the others that have so much feelings and emotion for humanity, but have no logical thinking or intelligence for them to put on the other side. It's hardly you might find people that uses the brain and the heart in order to reach the mind. If we can reach the mind, then we might be who we might be. It's rather unfortunate. I have to come back on that topic. But I believe at the moment, everybody is aware that you were not born a loser, and therefore there is a need for you to wake up. Don't accept it in your mind. Don't accept it within you, because the personality in you is never a loser. If he's a loser, he will never be on this earth. And if he's a winner, then he has to show what he has won. So if you still don't know you are a winner, then it means that you've not been able to go on your objective of what you want by coming down to the earth. And I believe you all enjoy it. Anyway, if you really enjoy it, let's see that you also make other friends to come and join the family so that we might see how the future will look like. Everything is between us. Let's just make it fun. Ask questions. Any question that comes on your mind, let's just try to see what it is. You can even give me a topic for the discussion. My door is always open. My eyes are always open. That's why I have you. Let's have a discussion. I hope you enjoy it. All right. Have a nice evening then. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.